all right. Here we go. Here we go. Like and subscribe. This Levi Apparel. Appreciate you. All right, guys. We got another one. We got another one. This one's a little tragic, but it is what it is. Um, so, guys, go check out the website leviapparel.com. www.leviapparel.com. Also, check the old videos and let me know what's going on, if you like them or not. I can remove some of them to make it a little bit more palatable for your taste, as far as like being able to um, get the contents that make you feel good and like you really like. So um, so let me know. Other than that, other than that, we got some members. I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys checking me out. I appreciate you guys pushing out the channel. Like, subscribe. We got more coming. All right, we got more coming. So today it's a little tragic. Young man, father, mother, beautiful family. What ended up happening was a brain-eating amoeba apparently attacked this kid, and it's really sad. It's really sad. I'm gonna just go ahead and play it. Just give me a second to give me a second. All right, there we go. So this young kid apparently died because of brain-eating amoeba. It's sad, it's tragic, and I'm just go ahead and play it and let you know what happened. Oh, hold on real quick. Hold on.
After he was infected with a rare brain-eating amoeba while he was swimming in a lake in South Carolina over the summer. Jason's parents, Clarence and Ebony Carr, join us now. Thank you all so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us. You're welcome. Clarence, tell us what happened.
Well, Jason went to a friend's house to celebrate the 4th of July weekend. And they had a full holiday full of swimming, fishing, boating, just being a bunch of little boys, doing what kids do. And when we went to pick them up, the next day, Jason was complaining about a headache. And we weren't really sure what was going on, so we gave him a Tylenol, and he said that he did feel somewhat better. The very next day, he complained about a headache again. And then we decided to take him to the doctor to just get him checked, see what was going on. With him being a multi-sport athlete, I thought maybe he was dehydrated, because I know he plays hard, he's energetic, and I was really hoping that that's what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
Once we got to the doctor, they gave him a shot. I believe it was Toradol. Jason said that he was feeling somewhat better. So we went home and kind of had a normal night. Video games, playing with his friends. So things kind of leveled out. The very next day, Jason went to baseball practice. After practice, he wanted to go to a friend's house and hang out and play for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
So while there, the friend's mother texted my wife and said, "Hey, Jason's complaining of a headache again." And we said, okay, we'll keep an eye on him and go from there. Well, she texted back saying that he was vomiting.
Oh my gosh.
And that's when we went to go pick him up. At that point, I know Jason plays football as well.
That's sad. That's sad. As I'm looking at this picture right here, dad and son, like when you have a son, like I have a son, it's a great bond between you and your son because you see everything in you and him, right? As far as when it comes to how he is, who he's becoming, and his future, right? Back in the day, with my dad, a lot of stuff that he used to do, I used to look up to him, and I used to just want to be like my dad. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty sure most of the stuff he's doing, his dad did, and just seeing his son have a wonderful life, enjoying life, and just being a kid was probably joyful for the dad. But now he lost his kid. It's not just he lost his kid, he lost not just a piece of himself because that's his son, but he lost a version of himself that he can never find again. You know what I'm saying? And when I say that, I'm talking about the fact that his son, as you can see there, resembles him. So it's like you're looking into a mirror of yourself, you know? And then seeing this person grow up into something, you know, potentially an adult is beautiful. But to have lost your kid at this time, man, that's it's sad. It's sad. And he's a young kid too. Like, that's even worse. It's tragic. It's tragic. I pray the best for the family, condolences, and I hope that, you know, he has memories and pictures and stuff that he can hold on to, because the hard part is not losing him. The hard part is after days and years gone by and you still feel like that person is there, all you have to hold on to is just a memory. You know, I lost a little brother when I was younger. Not younger, but like when I was in my 20s. He was 16, and you can never build a bond with this person anymore. You can never be with this person anymore. You can never have pictures, fun activities, and it's really sad. It's really sad. Again, condolences to the family, and yeah, let's hear what happened. Also, guys, watch out. Watch out.
Thinking maybe he's got a concussion, maybe he got hit and didn't really tell me what happened. So when we picked him up and came home to get his clothes together to take him to the doctor, we knew something was wrong immediately because he left us in the house and walked to the truck and waved to us, telling us, hey, I gotta go. So we grabbed the keys, took him to the ER. He walked in on his own. He was in pain. He walked in on his own. We went to the ER, and he vomited there again during triage. The doctor really didn't have a lot to go on other than the symptoms he was displaying, which was a headache and vomiting. Once they did the triage, the doctor was wanting to start antibiotics. Didn't really know which way to go because, again, he only displayed 2 symptoms. As time went by, Jason started to spike a fever. And that's when the doctor had some direction of where to go, implicating an infection of some type. Mm-hmm. So they started different antibiotics, and we disclosed that he was in water. We did disclose that he was at Lake Murray. Mm-hmm. They were leaning toward meningitis, so they did a spinal tap just to verify. And while we were waiting for those results to come back, Again, they were aggressive with starting the treatments. They didn't wait on anything. They just weren't sure which direction to go. And unfortunately, the culture came back showing that Jason was infected with the amoeba.
Y'all, I am so sorry. We all who grew up in Columbia, that's where we all learned to water ski and swim. Ebony, he was a great athlete. I know he was in middle school, played on the B team and JV for Dreher High School. He was first chair flute, also helped special needs kids at his school that y'all didn't even know about until after he passed away. We are so saddened. I know that they test the waters in the beaches. I don't know if that happens around the country, but in South Carolina, but they don't test the waters in freshwater, rivers and lakes. They don't have the funding for that. So I know you're on a mission to try to change that so this doesn't happen to other kids. I know it's very rare, and we did get a statement from Dominion Energy, which owns the lake. They create the energy for the area. And they said, we are deeply saddened by the tragic loss of Jason Carr. According to public health agencies, naturally occurring microorganisms are present in fresh water, but these types of tragedies are rare. We encourage everyone to follow safety guidance from public health agencies when engaging in recreational water activities. Ebony, I'll give you the last word today for us. Tell us about your son.
Jason was a ray of sunshine. He put a smile on everybody's face. He was known for his infectious smile. He loved everybody, no matter your age, no matter your race, no matter your gender. He was the kid that everybody wanted their kid to be a friend to. He welcomed everybody with open arms. He loved God. He just loved everyone. He was just our ray of sunshine. I cherish the moments that we have with him. I'm going to miss the moments that we're not going to have. His first dance, his prom, going to college. He was going to be that one that was going to be somebody. Mm-hmm. Everybody loved him, and he...
Right. This is sad. This is really sad. Let me let her finish, and I'm going to wrap it up.
Never had an enemy, and we're all going to miss that about him, and we want everybody to know that he was a great kid.
Yeah, you're holding
he was a really great kid.
Tiger. I think his heart.
All right, that was it. A little sad today. Yeah. Wow. That's tough. That is tough. That's tough. Today, I'm kind of in a rush. I thought I would have more time because there's other stuff I got to do too for school, and yikes. Yeah, either way, that's a tough situation. Condolences for the family, and it's sad. Where I'm at, there's lakes too, and that's one of the biggest fears that I've had. Like, when you go to a lake, you never know what can be there. So I just pray for the kids and safety for them and all that, and I hope they do more towards getting these waters a little bit more safe. All right, cool. All right. Hold on 1 second. All right, this one we're about to do on Mayo Prince. All right, check them out. Hit them up. I'm gonna play a little bit, and I'm gonna see if I can give them a call on IG. All right, there we go. My guy, Milo Prince, right? So I've been watching this channel for a minute. This guy has really good content. Link is on the description. Check him out. I'm not gonna play all of it, so you guys can go check him out. I just need a little snippet on the machine, how it's working, how it's doing, what he does, and after that, I'm gonna pin off back to me. Who knows? I might try to call him.
And 14 inches tall. So yeah, it's not small. but it's compact enough to fit in a good workbench or a table setup.
Alright, let's go back a little bit. Alright, DtF printing, Milo prints.
Setup. It runs on water-based DtF inks and it's designed to work with XTool's own transfer paper rolls. But here's the cool part. It actually gives you the option to use other brands of transfer film too. I haven't personally tested those yet, but the option is there, which is always a plus. Flexibility like that really matters when you're looking. It actually gives you the option.
Alright, so the roll is, it looks like almost 15 and a half. 15 and a half. But I'm a little bit confused. As big as the roll is, looks like the slot looks a little bit smaller than what the roll is. So how wide is the slot for the film? That's what I want to know.
To use other brands of transfer film too. I haven't personally tested those yet, but the option is there, which is always a plus. Flexibility like that really matters when you're looking to scale or find material.
Alright, I don't know if you guys see it, but right here where the mouse is,
that works the best for you. Now,
let me go back a little bit. Let me go back. Okay, right here where the holes are, looks like it has a vacuum where it just sucks up the film that comes out to keep everything perfect and aligned. I like that. So one of the biggest issue I have with my converted DtF printer, oh, I forgot to mention. So right now we're talking about Milo prints with DtF printing using the XTool DtF printer. An amazing product. Wish I had one. It is what it is. But yeah, with the XTool setup, now I'm a little confused why they have the edges kind of pinched off or whatever. Because when I look at it, there's no way to actually holds it to make sure everything goes, you know. So I don't know why they have the edges like that. Maybe that's their own brand stuff. But yeah, so it looks like it has vacuum platen set up, and I like how everything is exposed where the mouse is. Right, you can't see it, but where I am is literally the two print head cleaners or whatever, and yeah, it looks amazing.
To scale or find material that works the best for you. Now, before we jump into the software, which by the way you can control the printer with, and it's pretty solid, I want to do a couple test runs. So I'm going to hold on that for a second. So it's been about a week since I have used this machine. So this is just part of my normal routine, just to make sure everything's dialed in. So I'm heading into the maintenance section. Remember this one for...
Right off the bat, I like the... what do you call that? The display panel. It looks amazing. It says cleaning, cutting, print testing, paper feed detection. So yeah, it looks like this is literally a whole panel. 4. So this is probably an 8 head. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? So oh no, my bad. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is like an 8 head printer. From what it looks like. The black just prints by itself. Is that a gray? I don't know. I'll just say it's got multi-head, but the multi-head has separate white heads. I like that. Sometimes when you're doing the cleaning, especially when you have all the colors together and you're trying to clean, majority of the time the white clogs up the cleaning process for the colors, and then it's a whole mess. And if the print heads can't get cleaned, then you can't get good prints, and the print heads can't get declogged. So this is good that they have separate features for it. I like that.
Color inks look good, but the white not so good. So alright, so I ran into a little problem, and here's where I got stuck. I left the machine unplugged for a little longer than I should have. Unfortunately, that caused the print head to clog up. especially the whiting. But shout out to the XTool support team. They came through and helped me out. We ended up replacing the print head, and now we're back in action. Here's the deal. Do not power off your machine. Keep the printer on at all times, so the self-maintenance system can run like it's supposed to. The clog I experienced, that wasn't the printer's fault. It was on me. I didn't give it the care it needed, and I want to be honest about that. It's a learning process, and I want you to learn from my mistake. The self-maintenance system is a big part of what makes this printer smart. It auto-moisturizes your print heads, it auto-circulates the white ink, which is known to settle and clog, and it even does auto-cleaning cycles to keep your nozzles clear.
Whoa, that's pretty cool. It has a self-maintenance system that's separate from it that cleans up the white. That's amazing. So it probably gets everything clean, meaning clean, mixed together and continually flowing. Because if that white stops flowing and it gets in the lines and it's not, flowing correctly, the water can evaporate that's in it and it can clog up by getting nice and hard and clumped. So yeah, this is really cool.
So once again, keep the printer power on. That alone will save you a lot of stress and a lot of money. I'm doing my best to be transparent with everything. Yes, this unit is an early sample model, but the production version you'll receive is going to be even better, smoother, more refined, and with updates baked in. Now let's do another test print and just look at the difference. This is what happens when your printer is properly connected and powered. Pretty awesome, right? And don't be afraid to run multiple test prints if you need to, especially if the printer's been sitting for a bit. It's all about consistency, and these little maintenance steps make a big difference when it's time to print your actual design. Now, depending on your budget, you could actually purchase the printer exactly as it is as a standalone unit. But keep in mind, if you go that route, you'll need to manually add adhesive powder and use a separate oven to cure that transfer film. It still works, it's still effective, but to be real with you, the whole goal here is to eliminate all that extra label work and give us the flexibility to multitask while the machine does its thing. So in my opinion, the second part of the printer, the powdering and the curing unit, is a must-have.
Now, I actually do all those because I have my DtF printer right there, the Epson 15000. So it's pretty cool. I don't really worry about it much. I print when I want, and the white, whether it prints or doesn't, I usually just print just straight on like light color garments. So it's doing its thing. So that's what I got set up. But I did make space in case XTools would like to maybe hook a brother up. But who knows? As far as I know, like with DtF printers, one of the key things to get them going and to make sure they stay consistent is just having that white ink being constantly flowing and being able to get cleaned and all that stuff so it can flow correctly. So it is what it is. At the end of the day,
especially if you're going to be using it on a daily basis, or if you're going to run a small t-shirt business with it. Anyways, let's mount this back where it belongs. Mounting the printer actually isn't that difficult, but I highly recommend getting a second person to help. Safety first, always. The printer's not cheap, and trust me, you don't want to drop it. We'll talk more about price in just a bit. Now here's how it works. The mouth of the printer, where the transfer comes out, needs to line up with the rail on the second part of the printer. Once it's aligned, you secure it with 2 screws to lock in and give it that sturdiness. Now shout out to XTool. They recently...
I like that. You can tell he's been using that printer. You see all the marks in there? If you have a DtF printer, and you're using the white especially, you will always have white ink because that constant cleaning, trying to wipe, man, that creates that,
He dropped a really nice update to the touchscreen, and it made things a lot easier and smoother. The printer can now recognize the oven with just a click of a button. And all you gotta do is connect the printer to the oven using the provided cable. Second, make sure the transfer paper is properly aligned in the rail. After that, the machine pretty much takes care of the rest on its own. It feeds the film, hits a sensor at the start of the oven rail, and everything registers automatically. That's it. Pretty simple. Alright, now let me give you a quick intro to the software. If you already have an XTool laser engraver, you'll notice
software
it's the
looks
same
pretty good.
software, so it's gonna feel familiar. Let's start on the left column. Here's where you can upload your images, add text, shapes.
The software kind of remind me of Silhouette.
And even templates. There's also an AI tool and a bunch of other creative options. Now, I would love to show you all that, but I don't want to shift the focus
wow,
too
that's
much
pretty cool.
because today we're locked in on the printer. Maybe I'll do a full design walkthrough in another video. But here's something cool. You can also control the printer directly from the software. You can move the print head up and down, run a head cleaning cycle, and even switch up your DtF paper type in case you don't want to use the
Wow, so
XTool
that must
transfer
be the
film.
third-party
Now,
feature right
over the
there.
right column, you'll find all the printer settings, the precision, your DPI. I bumped this up for high detail designs.
Alright, let me stop it right here. Let me see if I can do something real quick. Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay, that's cool. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. It is what it is. You gotta get going, but this is amazing. This is amazing. That feature alone is amazing. Like, tell you the truth, this is actually better than what I got. The Acrorip 9.0, and also I have the Acrorip 11.5. So it's pretty cool. I like the feature of just being able to add your own. You pin off to me. Actually, no, I like this right here. Yeah, just adding your own to like your own image, along with like it already has stockpiled images too. You can modify to do different things. So right there, you can custom design and do all that. Like I'm looking at it, you got crop tool, you got looks like there's a lot of different things, tools here. That's just it reminds me of a silhouette, silhouette slash Cricut setting, and then you send it off to print. Nice, nice. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. I like it. I like it. I like it. Thank you, Ramiro. I mean, Milo. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah. All right, guys. So that's it. I've been doing some really quick lives because family comes first. There's some stuff I'm doing as far as like family wise. So it is what it is. Yeah. So like, subscribe. Appreciate you. And I'm out. I'm out. That was great. That was great.